While many economists and investors are focused on the longevity of this business cycle, on the other side of it, we see that we also have a very strong labor market. Unemployment rates by most measures are at historic lows. Initial claims for unemployment, people losing their jobs involuntarily, are also at some of the lowest levels that we've ever seen. In fact, when we look at the labor market data, what we see is that there are more jobs open and available in the United States today than there have ever been. When we are not necessarily creating as many jobs as we think we might under those circumstances, part of the reason for that is that businesses are in many cases facing challenges in actually filling those roles. There is somewhat of a gap between the jobs that are available and the skills that firms need and the skills that are available in the labor force. We tend to think of the jobs that might be open and available, those growth industries and opportunities, as being, in many cases, in the high-tech sector, very high-skilled labor. But what we also see is that there are shortages in labor and unfilled positions really across the spectrum. One of the segments of the economy where the labor market is actually tightest is in the construction space. We've not seen a very large number of people go into construction over the course of this cycle, and as construction activity has picked up, even in some cases only modestly, the shortage of labor in this space has become a feature of the market and one that's actually driven construction costs higher in the United States. As the labor market has tightened, another thing that we're observing, and is illustrated very clearly in the data, is much stronger rates of wage growth. And that becomes important for us. For a good part of this expansion, wage growth overall in the United States trailed some of the increases in the costs of living. And we can see this most clearly when looking at the rental market in the United States, where wages for the average American renter were not necessarily keeping pace with the way that their rents were actually going up. Long term, this erosion of affordability has been a real challenge for us, and one where the small balance or small cap multifamily space has become increasingly important in addressing some of the challenges we have.